We're back for another political cadence for 3/22/26. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Doing well. Doing well. How are you?
All right.
Yeah, I'm fair to middling.
Yeah.
We just had a nice dinner with a friend of Lisa's and co-worker. That was kind of nice.
Yeah. It was a celebration of 6 years of working from home. The March 20th was the date we started working from home. So kind of cool. We wanted to do 5 years, but for some reason, all that time we couldn't get together. She has like 8 brothers and sisters and 7 or 8 grandchildren, and everybody had a birthday last year.
Turns out she has other friends.
Yes, and she has lots of other friends. She's still friends with half the people we used to work with. I'm just not good at keeping friends. So that's me. But she has decided to be my friend, and I am grateful for that.
But
her name is Monica, and she's amazing.
I think the Strait of Hormuz.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Strait of Hormuz is, I think everything is kind of revolved around that over the last 2 weeks. All the futility, all of the, everything is kind of revolved around that. It was the strait, for anyone who doesn't know, that is the passageway where about 20% of the world's oil must pass to get from the Middle East to the rest of the world. And it's
only
caused,
20%?
well, that's what I saw in a report. I'm going to go by the report I saw, but the veracity of that report I can't account for. Maybe more, and so when it was found out that Iran was able to completely disrupt traffic to the port of Hormuz, the administration's reaction, of course, was nonplussed. Hegseth quickly came out and said, "For those of you that think we didn't account for this, you must be out of your mind. We knew all about this. This has always been."
No, they did.
And they did play clips from the Reagan era and the Bush era where people talked about the Strait of Hormuz, and this was a reason why it was a bad idea to attack Iran. But if they were aware, and I assume they were aware that this was a burr under their saddle, but I think they severely underestimated the magnitude of it, and the blowback that the rest of the world is giving us now for the way we've been treating them over tariffs and that type of thing. They had no idea, I don't think, the problem that they have created, that the administration has created by starting this war. I mean, Iran does not necessarily have to be a great army or have a nuclear weapon or be, great leadership. Just basically to keep dropping drone strikes on these ships that are going through a narrow passage in between 2 land masses. It's like shooting fish in a barrel, right?
They make a lot of the Russian drones around.
Yeah. So if you're not in favor of the regime, it's got a comic element to it. To continue to hear the president try to pull other nations in to try to assist with, opening up the strait, the machinations he's going through. Different times he'll say, "Well, we don't really need this. We're just doing this for the rest of the world. We're self-sufficient on oil." But then people can see the gas prices are going up. They're approaching $4 a gallon.
Yeah, how is it there, Aaron?
Last time I left the house, it was $5.19, but I haven't left the house in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So it's probably up to $6 a gallon or so.
Well, in some places here in California, it's already hit $7 and $8 a gallon.
So, I mean, the president could withdraw troops. And by the way, he's not. He has sent 2,500 more troops to the region. But if he did decide, well, as he promised all along, I can end this whenever I want. Israel and the United States could actually end this war whenever we want. That's not necessarily going to open up the Strait of Hormuz. I mean, it's not.
Nope.
he's in,
And the thing is, Israel's already shown that they have no interest in ending the war anytime soon.
right. Because Netanyahu has been waiting for however long he's been in office, up to 40 years, for a U.S. president to support him in this fight against Israel. He could never find anyone stupid enough to do it. So now he has an idiot. And basically, we're a vassal to Israel. So do you guys see any way out of this? I mean,
Not really.
No, it's can't unpress the button.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, time and time again already, Trump's threatening nukes.
Right.
So, he's up here pulling a Putin and he's rattling his nuclear saber.
Right. And he has apparently in his previous administration, he's been prone to throw that out there as an option at various times, and have had people that were more competent than the people that serve him today would rein him back in and say, no, you can't do that for this reason, that reason. He doesn't seem to think, in his mind, it doesn't seem that he thinks there would be much collateral damage to the United States if we were to do that. I've seen models where Russia or China could deploy nuclear weapons in the United States within a matter of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The whole kit and caboodle could last something like 2.5 hours. As we know, Russia is in bed with Iran, and China is not our friend. There's a good writer. I can't think of her name. Ironically, I heard her on back when I used to listen to Rogan occasionally. But she wrote a book all about the nuclear weapons. I wish I had her name. She's very compelling to listen to. She's got kind of a doomsday voice. Actually, it's kind of a grim endeavor. But anyway, if I think of it, I'll come up with that later. But I don't see any way out either.
540, 597, 618, and diesel is 710 a gallon. My nearest station.
That's crazy. I told you about that dinner we went to. We had to think twice about that. It was like, how much gas is that going to take? Because we went to Florence.
No, yeah, we went to Florence.
Yeah.
How bad was it?
It was
And it's not anywhere near. Okay. Just okay. Okay.
We've been over $4 a gallon for years.
Yeah, ours isn't over $4 an hour. Not yet, but it's close. So we're nowhere near where
That was our
California,
normal
Illinois.
price.
Right.
And then you got Trump up there talking about these truckers. Well, maybe if they switch to gasoline, it'll be cheaper for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to put 82 octane into a diesel engine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me know how that works out for you.
Talk about combustion, right?
Annie
Jacobson. Annie Jacobs, if you read her book, Nuclear War Scenario, it'll give you kind of a grim overview of how quickly things could spiral. Because Trump has even forwarded the idea, okay, they're going to cut off the Strait of Hormuz. Why don't we just nuke the center of Iran and open up a passage there, like a new it's insane as that sounds. He thinks that you can just blow, a continental,
a small, tiny hole of nuclear.
Yeah.
And then everything will be great, and he'll, be able to get the gas. It's like,
Well, considering that the Gerald R. Ford is now going to be out of commission for a while, thanks to Iran.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how come? What's going on there?
Basically, Iran hit the Gerald Ford and caused some damage to her. So now she's heading for, I forget where it is, but she's going in for repairs.
Mm-hmm. I heard something today that a lot of our ships out there because allegedly because the ships are undermanned, that there's a lot of sanitation problems on those ships. They're not being maintained very well. There's a lot of backed up raw sewage and stuff like that.
Oh, that's not okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's not McHale's Navy out there, you know. It's
Well, it kind of is McHale's Navy. That's the problem.
well, yeah, from one standpoint, I guess it might look at it that way. But amidst all of this, he's going back and he wavers back, and the president wavers back and forth. He says, "Oh, it's just about over. We've already won." But then we get these reports that 250,000 troops have been deployed. The Department of Defense is going to request another $250 billion to support this. Again,
We haven't. Congress has not yet declared war. They want $250 billion.
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, and it's the exact. And notice, guys, it's the exact same amount that they cut from education.
Yeah, that's a great point, Will. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And again, not only not declared war, still has not given a clear understanding of why we're at war at all. All we have is conjecture and these flimsy opinion of the day. Like I think the one they really tried to hitch their wagon to was trying to prevent them from having a nuclear weapon.
Mm-hmm.
But there again, he claimed that was mitigated last summer when they bombed the the uranium target.
Well, also under oath, Tulsi Gabbard admitted, mistakenly or otherwise, that Iran never posed a threat.
Yeah.
Right. She's in potentially hot water.
Yep.
The high up cybersecurity chief resigned this week too because he says there wasn't any reason to attack Iran now or last June.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. What's his name? Joe Kent, Director of Counterterrorism.
That's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was one of our fuck ups. So I wrote some fuck ups.
Oh, good. I like that, Lisa. Thank you.
Sure. I mean, some of them are from your notes, but some of them are from my brain.
Nice.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
We'll try those at the end. That'll be good.
We got
Pam
Bondi dodging her subpoena.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not just.
Oh yeah, she wants it closed door, but she won't agree to attend.
Just to rewind 1 minute, the Joe Kent thing. You also had some media people like what's her name, Megyn Kelly, and Carlson, Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson.
They've also kind of removed themselves from Trump. But anyway, I'm sorry, Aaron. So yeah, Pam Bondi.
Yeah, they brought her in under subpoena, and she wouldn't testify under oath. So all the Democrats got up and left, and then the Republicans said that it's because C-SPAN wasn't there.
Oh, for God's sakes! But it says that she's requesting closed door. C-SPAN shouldn't be in a closed door. I mean, did they offer her a closed door?
The subpoena says that she has to testify before like April 10th or 14th.
14th.
Okay.
April 14th.
So does she go to jail if she doesn't testify by April 14th?
If she doesn't, if the only agency that can enforce that's the Department of Justice, and guess who's in charge of that?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Let me help you.
That's the FBI.
It's almost too real.
Oh yeah, that's Cash Patel. Yeah. Oh, he's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, do you think?
I mean, for goodness sakes, those books where he makes Trump, what was it, the king, and he's a wizard.
Oh, we're doing Tribe Called Quest tomorrow, and when I hear that song "Buggin'," that's who I think of.
Yeah. Okay.
Think of Cash Patel. Bugging out, you're bugging out.
Go hockey.
So, do you think that she was trying to preemptively acquit herself or try to remove herself from having to do the deposition with this move? Because her and
absolutely, yeah.
what's his name? The president's personal lawyer,
Oh.
Todd Blanche, went in there.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. She, because this is a hot seat, and when you have to, we saw this with Kristi Noem, and the fallout from Tulsi Gabbard's last deposition. She could wind up getting axed too, because she kind of contradicted the president, or would not at least commit to some of the initiatives that he's putting forward. So it could be her Waterloo, this deposition, for sure.
Well, also another one that could lose their job is that general that would not say one way or the other if he was following unlawful orders directly from Trump.
Any idea what his name was?
It escapes me right now. But yeah, I mean, Elizabeth Warren just kept grilling him, and he just would not. I mean, he just basically clammed up.
Well, to be a fly on the wall in some of those meetings with the president would be, I would say stunning or startling or whatever, but I would believe just about anything coming out of his mouth, I guess.
Well, how can you tell when Trump is lying? His lips
His
are
mouth
moving.
is open. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
His lips are moving.
Right. Cuba. Lindsey Graham's out there talking about your
General
next,
Randy A. George.
Thank you. I was looking it up and I was slow.
our crack
My phone's slow.
statistician team, our crack research team got on that meeting.
Thank you, Aaron.
That's good work, Aaron.
I find it interesting that the first thing that pops up on my Google when I put in general is General So's chicken. So
It's because you probably ordered Chinese food last week.
no, I didn't.
Or
I
maybe
wanted
General
to, but I
Mills.
didn't.
General Foods International Coffee.
Yeah.
Or we asked
That's
Alexa.
not. Oh, that was first thing for you.
General Order 24.
General Assembly.
I'm assuming General Order 24 is Star Trek, but I can't remember what it's from.
Basically,
I love Captain
General
Crunch.
Order 24 is that the captain has 24 hours to return to the ship, and if he does not, the person in command is to remove the ship from orbit and basically just decimate the entire planet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Interesting. So just getting back to the war for a minute. The Strait. So Cuba. Lindsey Graham's going on all the Sunday weekend, or I don't know. It went on Meet the Press, I think, and he was talking about, well, Cuba's next. We're coming to get you, Cuba. We're not looking to have a fair fight. You know, it's all this tough words, tough talk from this guy.
Lindsey Graham sounds like George W. Bush from Dana Carvey.
We're not having a fair
George
fight here.
W. Bush from Dana Carvey.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so I think there's
Brad Lindsay.
I think there's a vocal similarity there, probably, Aaron. But he puts on this tough guy kind of face. I'm not looking for a fair fight. You know, we're going to come after Cuba. There was the nationwide power outage last week, and I was a little hazy on what that was.
What, here in the U.S.?
Is that something that the United States was able to
over there
facilitate? Or I know that we have them
Did we do that? Did we do that?
You guys
we
know?
got a blockade on them, and they're not able to import any oil or any energy.
So no fuel coming in.
Well, actually, Mexico was able to get aid to Cuba. They just
Mexico said this is humanitarian aid. Fuck you guys, and
I'm 100% behind them on that.
Okay.
Yeah, they refused to let the U.S. Embassy in Havana import diesel for generators. And you know what?
That's the Cubans' response.
Right.
Is that, okay? Well, you don't get diesel for your stuff either.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
If we got to suffer, so do you. And it's only right.
So it's like, I remember that line from Patton where Patton looks at Rommel through his field glass and he's like, "You son of a bitch, I read your book." It's like, we read their book. what they want to do with their what the president wants to do with the military is have these quick strikes that only last a few days
or even a few hours.
Take out the leadership,
get it done in a day,
and take credit for a victory and call it a day. He doesn't want he doesn't want this protracted war with any of these countries. But what he's finding is that the real world really doesn't support this kind of shock and awe strategy. He feels like the awesome power of the United States is going to, bomb these people into submission, and it just doesn't happen. And these people are resourceful. They're patriotic people. They love their country sometimes. They're not necessarily against the government all the time that's in charge. But
does it remind you of somebody?
Yeah. But we're not allowed to say Nazi.
Yep. Old Adolf Hitler.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, that's,
high on my ass.
Lightning War, Blitzkrieg.
Leaking mine arse.
Things, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, again, what do you expect from a guy that keeps a copy of Mein Kampf by his bedside?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, he could have at least pretended it was The Art of War,
Hell, he can't even read the art of the deal, his own book.
True, probably.
Much less the Bible or any other book.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know that he's reading Mein Kampf, but Stephen Miller is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Stephen Miller.
Oh, yeah.
That guy. Yeah, Nosferatu, definitely.
Right.
Wasn't there another assault? What was the other nation that the incursion? That's
Venezuela?
Another thing. No, Venezuela was the incursion.
Since then.
Wasn't there another?
Wasn't it Costa Rica?
No, but it started with a C.
Yeah, there was probably they would call it an operation or a mission or something.
Yeah, because I know a supposed drug boat was struck near Costa Rica. Two dead and one in serious condition.
Well, we got our research team on that again, and but
U.S. attacks on foreign countries last 2 weeks.
I mean, the war's really consumed the last 2 weeks, quite honestly. But there is still the Epstein files that are out there, and that's the auspices that Bondi is being called back for deposition for by Massey and Khanna to answer for some of her testimony on the Epstein what do you call it, the Epstein Release Act or the Epstein yeah
because she's already looking at perjury.
Yeah,
and she can also be held for contempt.
Right. The Epstein files, things continue to come out. I'm very suspicious of any video. I've seen these videos of Trump where allegedly they're from the 70s and they look somewhat legitimate. They're very incriminating. But AI is really obstructing the truth, I think, in a lot of the Epstein files. So I'm very suspicious of any of the physical media that we're seeing about it right now. Yeah. What do you guys think?
Okay, got it. Nigeria. Yes, according to this.
He attacked, but that's not who I was thinking of either.
Yeah. He's carried out a series of attacks and deployed 100 U.S. Is it 100 or 1,000? I don't know my glasses. 100 U.S. troops to train Nigerian forces, threatening U.S. strikes if government does not do more to address what Trump says is genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Okay. So the Christian right got him involved. Somalia.
Was it Guatemala?
Somalia, Yemen, Venezuela, Iran, Iraq, Syria.
Yeah, Yemen, yeah.
Why don't we list those along with all of the 8 wars that he's stopped?
Greenland.
Greenland. Oh, yeah.
In which I was reading an article, guys. Denmark was ready to bomb airfields to keep the U.S. from coming in to Greenland.
I think other NATO countries were too. Germany was sending people over.
Yep. Right. Germany, France, Sweden.
So he's tried to bully
They're not
and
sending
threaten
anybody to the Strait of Hormuz, though, are they?
No.
Did you see Trump's interaction with the Prime Minister of Japan?
Oh yeah, that's on our fuck ups list. But
yeah,
feel free to talk.
Yeah.
I'll let Phil bring it up later. Then
No, go ahead.
No.
So he the Japanese Prime Minister, through a translator, asked why they weren't informed about the attack on Iran.
Actually, it was a Japanese reporter.
It could have been.
It was.
It was a Japanese person asking, for sure, and Trump responded that it was a secret, and why didn't Japan tell us about Pearl Harbor?
Right.
Yeah.
Completely uninhibited.
Which is
Prime Minister
absolutely
just got the look on her
ridiculous.
face like she'd been slapped.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and if I, I don't know, the whole nuclear thing, I need that to stop being on the table. It's not okay.
No.
Good luck with that one. Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah, but
because again, Trump is basically pulling a trick out of Putin's book. Because how many times was Putin threatening the United States with nuclear retaliation?
Right.
Every time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was an audible gasp in that room. Like people recognized.
There really was. There was maybe one embarrassing laugh, but that was like for a split second, and then the whole room just went silent.
Right.
Well, and I can tell you that in the past, I have been known to laugh appropriately. So the embarrassing laugh may not have been, agreement.
And
like I've laughed at funerals,
And the thing is too,
some of them are just funny.
Well, Trump was looking around the room trying to get agreement and
nobody's making
everything.
More gold in that fucking room every time. Man.
Not a damn bit of it ever came.
No agreement. And then too, I mean, that was where he was kind of alluding to nukes right there in the room with the Japanese Prime Minister.
Well, yeah, pretty much. What
nuclear,
what he said kind of just alluded to
well,
atomic bomb.
They're the only country we've nuked.
Right, exactly. They're the only country that's been nuked in the world. And it was us that did it. And that's not a threat to other countries. That is a learning moment for the U.S. Or you
think it would be.
Right, you would expect it to. I expect it to be a learning moment, not a threat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's been more and more of these things. Like, for instance, the other day, he was talking about a U.S. senator who had a terminal illness, and Mike Johnson was sitting next to the president, and Johnson tried to talk through it without infringing on his HIPAA rights, basically, the senator. And he's kind of delicately trying to tiptoe around it, and Trump just said, why don't we just talk about the details of that? Who's going to die?
He'd be dead by June.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I don't think that was public information, but okay.
Right. And again, the room kind of clinched again. It was kind of like, oh, did he? Oh.
Like, and I mean, if he starts actually talking nukes, I'm just going to say that I am not secure in the idea that his team is going to be like, no, you have to rethink this.
Yeah.
You guys noticed him holding on to his desk lately, like for dear life?
Yeah.
What's
like
that?
he was like in this position almost.
Probably some kind of health issue. But he doesn't
was doing
have.
that on the podium. He's like leaning over far.
Yeah.
Well, his hand continues to show that deterioration. He has a rash behind his ear now. I with this man, I don't hesitate to attack anything. I always thought it was a little bit cheap to go after someone. Just because someone is starting to age doesn't mean their mental capacity is completely gone.
But I feel like
he's showing more and more signs. And he had another one today. Robert Mueller passed away.
Rest in peace, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had
a wonderful, classy
Oh yeah, he said, "I'm glad he's dead." The president on X said, "I'm glad he's dead." Or no, Truth Social, not X.
Truth
Yeah.
Social.
He said, "I'm glad he's dead. And they won't be hurting people anymore." It's like he was trying.
What the?
Yeah. Mueller was heading the investigation into Russian interference at a 2016 election,
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
which was a legitimate investigation.
And he had him being Trump had him being investigated. You know, trying to bringing up on some kind of charges.
Mueller didn't even come down hard on him.
He basically did to Mueller what he did to what's his name? Shoot, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, I do. I haven't had much sleep. But the latest person to be investigated, in which they threw the case out, him and Letitia James.
Yeah.
Right.
And my thing is right now, and I'm going to go on the record and say it. Me personally, after the way Trump went after Mueller today, cholesterol cannot work fast enough to take him out.
Amen.
Yeah. He's not showing anyone any quarter as political enemies. When he passes, I'm not going to be the one piling on, but people are going to be justified.
That's what I'm thinking.
James Comey,
yeah.
There will be people who will have the daggers out when he goes. It's not going to be.
And it's going to be both sides of the aisle, because take a look at how fast Lauren Boebert has turned on Trump regarding the Epstein files. And then you got Marjorie Taylor Greene. You got Tom Tillis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those two are out.
And they're already saying that that they got rid of thousands of Epstein documents, were shredded back when. But I don't know if I believe it.
I do.
Because they're saying they still have more and more. And what did they shred? What did they choose to shred? What did those say that, these other things are coming out? And my thing is more than,
There's an unredacted Trump one that came out yesterday that I guess Trump had said that he barred Epstein from ever going back to Mar-a-Lago. But there's a 17-year-old email that says no, he's not a member. He's only ever been there as a guest, and he's never been asked to leave.
Yeah. Well, and also I've read that Trump did not take the Lolita Express to Epstein Island. He took his own plane. If they could get hold of those flight records,
that's why they can say he was never on the plane. But they have testimony from. They have Well, yeah, but I mean, okay. After those 7 times, he could have gone back to the island on his own steam. But there are at least 3 women who were girls at the time who have made accusations against Trump.
Right.
And the police did not take them seriously when they occurred. And they are actually in the missing files that the DOJ lost from these women's complaints.
And there was one in particular where she contacted the DOJ not once, not twice, but 3 times, people.
Right.
3. And not one single report was ever taken.
Right. Yeah, that's the other one. And that was at a time when they actually didn't take women seriously still. They still really don't. That's why half of us want to live with a bear.
I saw.
Bear. No, he is my bear. Okay. He's my bear.
It's it's alarming. His decline seems to be pretty steep. His decline right now, it seems like really be dropping off the table. Like no inhibitions, no filter. His comedy routine's grown stale.
He keeps just wandering off over and over again. But Trump wanders off from anything, just walks away.
But he has seemed to successfully remove the tension from the Epstein files with something that is arguably worse, which is a particular nuclear holocaust.
Not exactly an easy thing to do.
On a side note, guys, I was watching a video today. It was James Carville Carville.
Mhm.
And I mean, he just went full in on Trump, called him a piece of shit, turned around and says, well, won't you tell us what it is? Is it syphilis or gonorrhea? I mean, he just went full in on the guy. Just mercilessly.
He's he's like in semi-retirement. They bring him out. He's got kind of a homespun approach, but he was a political strategist for.
He's always in the recliner, and you know.
For Clinton,
he's wearing the LSU.
Oh no, I'm talking about Carville.
Yeah, Carville.
Yeah.
No,
on his talk now, whenever you see him, he does not look well, and he's in the.
But he's always been.
He's got that Voldemort skin color, and he's always in a recliner.
He's always been combative like that.
Yeah.
He's been
even if you remember, guys, he also was in the short-lived series K Street.
I did not.
HBO.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah, I actually have.
Is that a political?
Yes.
I mean, that's a political show.
Yes. As a matter of fact, Elliot Gould appeared in K Street.
Okay. See, now you found the actor that I don't care for. I hate his movies. He's okay in TV. He's fine. I can ignore it. But his movies, I've never liked one of his movies.
That's why you don't
in K Street, Elliot Gould is an absolute douche.
Yeah. Oh, he's good at that.
You know, it's so unfortunate because Chuck Norris just passed away. And my gut reaction was, action. You know, he was such an action icon, and But
the only movie I really remember him in, like me watching, is the Bruce Lee one.
Yeah.
That's the same one with
Enter the Dragon.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
He was also in Missing in Action, The Expendables 2.
Okay, well, I'm not going to account for voice acting on that. I'm talking about mostly his movies back in like the 70s.
Well, I'm not a huge.
He was just an awful human being in this one movie, and I didn't like how he looked
because he kicked Bruce Lee's ass.
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
No. So it's just, I guess you can poo-poo my opinion. It doesn't matter. I don't like him.
Poo-pooing your.
That's
what I'm getting.
But let's talk about politics.
No, hold on. I ain't talking about politics. I'm bringing it back here because so he apparently, and I did not know this, but he was apparently very steeped in the MAGA.
Oh yeah,
Bruce. He was very MAGA.
And to me, that's where he's no better than Clint Eastwood, in my opinion.
No.
It's just terrible that these people have given their souls.
Clint Eastwood a Trumper?
Well,
or MAGA? I can forgive you for being MAGA if you didn't vote for Trump.
Don't you remember when he talked to the chair at the national convention?
Oh, yeah, the Republican National Convention.
Yeah, that was pre-Trump.
Okay, that was pre-Trump.
But he's a conservative.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just too bad.
I can see a lot of conservatives no longer being Trump.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's too bad that these people have tarnished their legacy with this shit. I mean, because you have an icon, and this administration is so bad that just association with it in the future is going to be toxic. And it's like, I feel sorry for anyone who dies there. I really do. I think about this. People that pass away during this administration actually have died during a period, have never seen the rebirth of America again.
Right.
They've seen the dying throes, the death throes of America. And and
they won't see the Phoenix years.
Maybe Chuck Norris in 10 years, if he lived to be 106 or whatever, maybe he would have seen, he would have been able to see what happened and see the rebirth of this country. But
the replications,
people that are passing away now, they will never see.
Wait a minute, is replications a word? No, that's not a word.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, now you've got MAGA talking about, well, we didn't vote for this war. We didn't vote for high gas prices.
Yes, you did.
What you did.
Yeah, the hell
if you had any brains at all, you did.
That's why I've been saying for the longest time, guys, and I'll say it again. With things the way they are right now, you do not get to play that damn voter regret bullshit.
No.
You knew exactly what the fuck you were voting for. You got what the fuck you wanted. You just didn't expect to get fucked like the rest of us did because you wanted to quote unquote own the libtards.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
How'd that
Well,
work out for you?
and the foreigners. Only even if you're MAGA, if you look like a foreigner, F you.
You're right, Will. I mean, I had some people on Facebook that told me, you know, when I first started complaining about some of the stuff, they would be like, well, this is exactly what we voted. He's doing exactly what we wanted him to do. This is exactly what we voted for. That's verbatim what they said. You know, it's like, okay, well, that tells it all right there, I guess. So unfriend.
Okay, you're a piece
But
of
then
shit.
I mean, we have a family member who actually believed the foreigners eating the animals in Ohio,
True.
and she believed it.
Trump said
Absolutely, you know. And I'm like,
When he said that in the debate, I thought, oh my God, this has got to be it. I mean, obviously he's nuts.
right.
When he said
Nope.
that has to be
All
it.
of Matt
Yeah.
just sat there and just ate it up with a knife and fork. So
And
that's
then,
why I
you
say,
know,
that's why I say, you don't get voter regret.
no.
Take that and throw it right out the goddamn window because you knew exactly what the hell you were voting for. You got what you voted for. You're just sorry that it's happening to you instead of the, again, quote unquote, libtards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this
There's a
he's
clip right now
card.
that this blonde
So
lady.
my question is, how do you feel being collateral damage like the rest of us? How's that?
And that's it. We're all collateral damage. You care less one way or another what happens to us.
Right. What were you going to say, Aaron, about the?
There's this clip right now of a blonde lady calling Trump a piece of shit, and the reporter says, "Did you vote for her?" She says, 3 times. I must be an idiot.
Yeah, right. She said,
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, but you were.
Right.
I mean, I give you credit, my sister, for realizing you were a moron. Congratulations.
Coming to the light,
starts with recognition.
Well, there's been some other pop culture things, like The Pit recently did an episode highlighting the abuses of ICE, and they're getting a lot of. It's gone viral. You know, if a very popular TV show can go viral, it's gone viral. But we watched it last night, and that show's really good to begin with, but it just took like a step forward with that. Just the social commentary and everything was really well timed and treated properly. Noah Wiley, I felt like, really handled it.
There was dignity.
Yeah, I thought it was really good treatment.
Right, right.
And then there was Venezuela beating Team USA in the WBC.
Put that on the whatchamacallit.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
We have fuck ups that we cover in the body of the show that we do at the end.
Yeah,
and then with Venezuela beating the U.S., you also had a bunch of the U.S. players taking off their medals.
Really, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Taking off their
Aaron
own medals
was one of them.
Okay, now, give me the details on that.
Basically, after they received their silver medals, a majority of the USA baseball team took them off.
Do you know why? I mean, what's the reasoning behind that?
Because they lost.
Yep.
Yeah, but they got second place medals.
Yeah,
so
they weren't trying for second place.
Oh, okay.
Right, they were playing
That's
all
it.
out.
They were just feeling like they got.
It's
Do
like
they,
what they,
are they
like,
trying to say that it was fake news?
No, but
No,
basically, Team USA was like Dale Earnhardt. Second place is only the first loser.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, remember, Bryce Harper hit that game-tying home run in this game with Venezuela. He's coming around third base. He gave a really nasty glare at the Venezuelan, and then showed his USA flag to him. I thought that was pretty. I don't know. I thought that was. And then afterwards, he was very gracious and went over and congratulated them and everything. But I felt it was charged with politics a little bit. And Aaron and I have our baseball show, and we've been talking about this. We were scared to death that if USA had won, all of a sudden it'd be Cash Patel down there in the locker room, putting a
Ugh.
black eye on our game. You know, that's our game. We don't.
We
wanna
can
see,
hope black eye at first, but maybe not on the
yeah,
game.
we just didn't want to see that. So, and not that I wanted the USA, you know, but you know, our guy Gino hit the game-winning hit in that game, and we're happy for him. So.
Yeah, because
I drafted Gino last night.
Eugenio Suarez
Right.
for the Reds.
Our Reds third baseman, DH. All right. Well, I want to say before we get to the Elite Eight, no Kings is March 28th. That's the day of our draft.
Is that national or in Ohio?
It's national.
It's national.
It's going to be huge because now it's got the weight of the
Probably
war behind it.
international.
Do we know like where and what's going on?
It's all out there.
It's everywhere.
I'll look it up. Fine, I'll look it up. I'm just used to him looking it up.
Well, if you want to
I did see a story just pop up.
Okay.
I'll
the
figure
New
it
York
out.
Times lawsuit against the Pentagon. A judge blocked the Pentagon's restrictions on the press.
Yep. That was earlier today.
Yeah,
Okay.
yesterday, I
So
guess.
that's a blow to Keg's breath.
Mhm.
Good.
That's what Philip always calls him now.
This Christian nationalist
Washington
bullshit.
Post, New York Times, Wall Street Journal, Associated Press, Reuters, Bloomberg, and The Atlantic. I think they're all back in.
All right. That's awesome.
By the way,
Even
just
BBC News reported
yeah.
it.
just to support alcohol recovery, I will let you know that you can get a keg of root beer and do a keg stand because my niece has done that.
Oh, speaking of that, real fast, guys, just on a side note, CBS News shut down their radio news outlet.
Yeah.
Darn it, y'all's calling my F-ups all over the place.
Well, how can
It's okay.
that deserves a little discussion because it's like
does.
they continue to dismantle CBS News with no. I mean, their ratings are in the toilet, and this idiot they got delivering the news, Tony, is like a human. He's like a damn mannequin or something. He's got he's a hair model or some shit.
Katie Tur's husband. I like Katie Tur.
He's probably a nice guy. But
Maybe.
he seems to be in bed with Trump. But
Yeah.
it's just trash news.
Or maybe he just doesn't care about his integrity and it just supports whatever his bosses say.
I mean, he was made the news anchor. He's going to do what they tell him.
Right.
Yeah, and to me, Tony DeCopel, he doesn't even deserve to be called an anchor, much less a journalist.
They've gone from something like 8 million viewers per episode down to like 4. I think.
Yep, because everybody's gone to ABC News like I have.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say the thing that elected Trump was, once again, people thinking there's no way he could get elected. I'm not even going to bother to vote.
Right.
Vote.
Well, the
vote.
SAVE Act.
It's not that hard. Vote.
Don't want to forget the SAVE Act. That's still out
I
there.
think the SAVE Act is going
the
to bite
SAVE
them
Act.
harder than they realize.
Oh yeah.
They say it doesn't have the votes in the
Well,
Senate.
and there is an appropriate constitutional argument against it because unless they're going to make it completely free to get the documents required to be legal based on the SAVE Act, it's a poll tax, and it is illegal to set a poll tax in the manner that they have done it. That would have to be voted on by Congress.
And not only that, but it's the state. It's the states, guys. Keep in mind that is in charge of the elections.
Yeah. Well, right.
Not the White House, not Congress, not the House. It's the states that are in charge.
Right. And then
But if you think about it, I mean, the MAGA women are the ones that are more likely to be married and have a different last name than the liberal women.
Right.
The single cat ladies and the lesbians and the people who don't change their name are on the other side.
Well, that's true, but they'll also have the means, the money, the transportation, the means in order to
Not necessarily.
Well, yeah, there's a lot
Think
of
of your
people
typical Cincinnati MAGA person.
Or Appalachia, North Carolina, Virginia.
Yeah.
All right.
And also something else to keep in mind, guys, regarding this whole voting situation is the fact that the Postmaster General done said in a year's time, the U.S. Postal Service will run out of money.
Yeah, because the government takes it.
Yeah.
Before the government
Trump's
started
first term, he
funding
put Louis
the
Joy
U.S.
in there, and he's been dismantling it for the last 6 years.
That's their goal, to make it private.
They're basically being defunded.
Right.
Yeah,
Right,
DeJoy,
by the
DeJoy
government.
has his own private company that does delivery, that does what the post office does.
Well, and that is a what is it?
Conflict of
interest. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But the U.S. Post Office was actually profitable before the government came along. And another thing that would have helped with profit, when they asked for stamps to be raised in price, they should have gone straight to 50 cents. It wouldn't have killed anybody. They could have left it, because they were worried about businesses. They could have left businesses at a lower rate, because they usually use a system to put money on for mailing things, and then they could have made the stamps that they released just go straight to 50 cents. You and I would have had to pay 50 cents to mail a letter or a bill. Boo-hoo.
All right, we got.
Well, the thing is, a lot of the businesses go through the U.S. Postal Service through Pitney Bowes.
Right.
We almost got no time for the.
Okay, so
Fuck
let's
ups.
make it. Let's rush it. I'm gonna put my glasses on, because I wrote this by hand, and my handwriting is.
We got 8 minutes.
What's the word?
5.
Atrocious.
Yeah.
Okay. So, number one, we've covered most of these. Okay. Joe Kent resigns as counterterrorism chief in protest of Iran war. Okay. Against cost of gas going up and up.
Joe Kent.
Joe Kent.
I'm gonna go Joe Kent.
Yeah, I'm going to go Joe Kent too, especially since the Florida contingent has the highest gas in the nation, more than likely. Excepting Alaska or Hawaii.
Yeah.
But we don't know what theirs is. Okay. CBS fires entire radio arm versus Venezuela beats U.S. in WBC.
CBS.
Yeah, I got to agree. The baseball thing was just kind of a throw-in.
I agree. That's another shit.
And Trump saying 51st state after the game was pretty shitty too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gabbard lies about Trump, president alone can declare war, after famously criticizing presidential declaration as unconstitutional.
Okay.
So in the past, she said, no, you can't do that. And now it's like, yes, you can.
Yeah, no,
so, oh, wait a minute. Okay,
only Congress can declare war.
4, 5, 6. Oh, I put the 6 in the wrong location, so we're short one. But right, only Congress. So which do you? We're just going to make this a double. Okay, Gabbard. Since we don't have 2, Gabbard switches sides. Basically, they got to her. Don't know what she's done, but they got to her.
She's a Russian agent.
Okay. Right.
She's an asset.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one's worse? Gabbard coming out recently lying about the presidential powers to declare war versus her 2020. I know it's supposed to be 2 weeks, but whatever. Statement that criticizing presidential declaration as unconstitutional.
Lying in front of the House, Congress, or any other place, that's always going to take precedence.
And they all know that the law is there. That they're the ones who declare the war.
So Gabbard lying.
Gabbard
committing perjury.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
UN affirms women's rights. U.S. is the only no. I'm going to go, yes, UN. Go, baby. Go. Okay. Trump talks, and they included trans rights and, empowerment and stuff. So, Trump talks nukes in room with Japanese.
The Pearl Harbor reference.
Yeah.
Well, and the Pearl Harbor reference, but he talked news and referenced Pearl Harbor in the room with Japanese. What do they do?
The Prime Minister.
Yes, Prime Minister.
Yeah, I'm voting Prime Minister.
I got to go with the Japanese debacle here.
Yeah.
because that
Yeah,
was a major gaffe,
Right.
and that's putting it mildly.
Right.
Okay, so now we're in round two.
I'm still going women's rights. Power, babies.
Okay, 3-1. That's a
Power.
good one. They almost convinced me there. At least you got a good argument.
I'm going to throw it a vote.
Okay.
I know that the other one may be more important
Right. Well,
because it really speaks to his true abilities.
The international world disapproves of a lot of this shit. That's
Right.
good to keep in mind. So.
His complete lack of respect for anyone.
All right,
Okay.
here we go. Round two.
So,
4 minutes.
Joe Kent versus CBS Radio Purge.
CBS Radio Purge. Oh,
I got to go with Joe Kent on this one.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with Joe
backtrack on
Kent.
myself.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to agree with the group. Joe Kent, just because he's a MAGA loyalist who's really turned on him, so that's very important.
Yeah.
Okay. Gabbard perjury versus Trump's Pearl Harbor. That's a good way to point at it.
That's a good one. In this case, I got to go with the Gabbard perjury.
Okay. So they're 1-1, and what are you going with, hon? Or do you want to break the tie if there's one that,
Well, I'm going to go with Gabbard's perjury because I think that's you're starting to see a lot of big cracks in the granite now. Then that's a big one.
We're going to have a tie.
Okay.
I got to go with Trump's Pearl Harbor because it speaks to how he's treating every country.
All right,
it speaks to the fact that he has no respect for anyone. Okay. You win.
All right.
Okay.
So it's
Gabbard's perjury.
all right. So here we are at the final.
One of these days, you guys are going to have to do it.
Here we go. The championship.
Joe Kent versus Gabbard's perjury.
Joe Kent.
Joe Kent.
Yeah. I agree.
Joe Kent, because I think it has waves. Are you
It's got a lot of.
Is it a vote to the
implications
other, or
behind
is it a sweep?
No, because I think a lot of his lieutenants, a lot of his cabinet are going to go down just like Nome and Gabbard and potentially Bondi and even Hegseth. I think we're going to see a lot of that. But Joe Kent is someone of his own volition who turned on it.
Right. But
Yeah, and that's why I say, guys, there's a lot of implications with Joe Kent stepping down.
Yeah.
We got Joe Kent and the blonde lady from the clip that voted for him 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw Anna. Have you ever seen Anna Paulina Luna?
No.
Speak?
What is it?
I don't remember that.
She's a MAGA loyalist, but she's dangerous because she's actually very smart. I saw her on Real Time last night, and she was just like tearing
Why do you watch Real Time, but you don't watch John Oliver? I don't get that.
We do watch John Oliver.
Yeah, just not.
And I've been watching less.
John Oliver's got way more episodes, and we've been watching less of Real Time because Philip thinks that he's the enemy. He's an enemy collaborator because he doesn't automatically say it's bullshit.
But if someone like Luna takes over when Trump is gone, then there's a little bit of life left because she's actually extremely smart and personable. And I was really shocked.
I've never heard of her. I doubt she's taking over when Trump's gone.
Everything she said was
What
bullshit.
in the government?
She's a senator.
Real fast, guys.
Huh?
She's a senator.
Oh, okay.
Hey, one thing we
She
didn't
could
cover,
run.
guys, real fast, was the courts ruling against Carrie Lake dismantling the Voice of America.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one to close on, I guess. It's been another whiz bang awesome episode.
Carrie Lake, keep on losing.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Aaron, stay on for a second.
Sure.
guys have a good night.
Okay.